Hi, this is Tim Pregon, and this is my 2 cents. And just want to kind of go over what is happening over the weekend in the St. Louis area. It does look like there is a chance for some snow overnight, Sunday into Monday morning. And that's basically from St. Louis and points north. If you go south of St. Louis, it's certainly going to be a all rain event. So it's just along the I-70 corridor and points north. But just want to kind of go over what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking it may snow overnight Sunday. There's a lot of dynamics in play with this system. So I do think that is going to come into play. So after a beautiful day today, mid 70s, I think 75, and another beautiful day tomorrow will be in the mid 60s again. And then a cold front comes through tomorrow night, and then that will start dropping our temperatures. Sunday's still not bad. It'll be in the 40s. That's closer to normal. But as the system comes across Sunday evening, it's going to start bringing some precipitation to the state of Missouri. And the difficult part is to find out what type of precipitation we're going to have. Um, so I just want to kind of go over this for you and what I'm thinking and why I'm thinking that. This is the shortwave right here. This is what's going to be coming across Sunday evening. You can kind of see it really increasing in color there, which means it's intensifying. So it's really starting to show some dynamics here at 500 millibars. So I think this is going to come into play on why I think there might be a fair amount of, or at least some accumulating snow in the metro. So we'll move that across. And next I want to show you is the surface data. Okay, let's zoom in here, go here, and let's go to winter and go to precip type. So this is the American model, the GFS again. Again, it's been on the snow train here basically since Wednesday. So as we move across, this is 3 o'clock on Sunday, and then this is 6 o'clock, and you start seeing the snow coming in on this particular model, and it basically stays snow the whole time as we head into midnight and beyond, and out by Sunday morning. It does bring several inches of snow here, but again, one model, and but it's been consistent. And the reason why is because it keeps the 850 temperatures here below freezing the entire time for the event. Okay. So you can see we're above freezing here. This is your zero line. And as we move across, so once the precip starts, you can see the 850 temps drop below zero, and it gets down to -2, -3. So that's certainly cold enough for snow to develop and maintain snow through the column as it works its way down to the surface. So that's the GFS and what it's doing. Now let's go to the gem here. This one you can see here on Monday evening. Let's get this loaded. So here it's warm again. And on Monday evening, you can see it actually drops the temperatures as the precip comes in below zero. This is what we call dynamic cooling. So once the snowflakes are really getting going up at about 10, 15,000 feet, as they fall through the column, they cool the column, and hopefully it can cool it all the way to the surface if you want snow. And this is what this is kind of indicating, even even though it's got temperatures of about 33, 34 at the surface. So this is kind of where I'm thinking this collapse in 850 temperatures, just about every model is showing it. This one here, you can see it drops it down below zero here. The European, very similar. Let me zoom in on that one. The European, you can see it drop to near right around there. So you can see right about here is where the mix zone would be. And that is why it's very difficult to make this forecast here, because the transition zone is going to be right through here, right along and south the I-70 corridor. So if we get enough dynamics into play and bring the snowflakes down to the surface, I think we can have some slushy accumulation, maybe, cover the grass, and actually maybe even, since it's happening overnight, maybe even slush up the roads a bit in the metro. But I don't think it's going to be an event that's going to cause any problems on the Monday morning rush. Once the sun rises, it should melt rather rapidly. But, it could be snowing pretty heavily there with big, wet, sloppy flakes. As Dave Murray would like to say, hamster flakes as they come on down. overnight, Sunday night into um, Monday morning. So just kind of show you now, I want to show you this skew T. This is midnight, and this is the GFS. This is a pretty nice looking upper air profile for snow. First thing here, you can see that's saturated below the surface. This is your zero line. Again, anything to the left is below freezing. Anything to the right is above freezing. So you can see here, a little bit dry here, but that actually helps cool the atmosphere. What this little blue line here is called the wet bulb zero. So as the precip falls through, the temperatures are going to want to fall here, and the dew points want to kind of want to meet there. So, in theory, this red and green lines is going to come like this and stay below freezing. So that's why the GFS is all snow. Okay. Next is let's check what the well, let's go to the gem here. This is the gem. Let's get it to the right time frame. This is 6. Let's keep going here. Okay. This is where the cold air starts to collapse. And next is this is their profile. So again, it's got the temperature right here at 0, and it's got the column basically below freezing the entire time until the last maybe 100 feet down. It says rain, but I would suspect that this would be a snow sounding myself. Just sloppy wet snow as it comes along, right down the 32-degree line. And actually, when you get a sounding like that, where it's going to come down the the 32-degree line like that. It's called an isothermal, which means the temperature is constant through the surface through the column. And what that does, it helps snowflakes to aggregate and get real big. And that's why I think the chance for some heavy wet snow is going to be possible overnight. So not going to be a big deal. And if the GFS is right, we could see 2 inches, 3 inches of slop. If the other ones are right, it might be enough just to cover the ground. And if the Canadian's right, it'll just be rain. So um, that's about it from here. Just kind of give you an idea of what I'm thinking. I hope you guys understand that. But I'll give you another update probably on Sunday, and we'll take it from there. So I appreciate you watching, and you take care and have a nice weekend.